Gaston.
Mr. Speaker, I have one small issue with the motion before the House today, and that is the fact that it does not clearly attribute the murders of the 5th of January 1976 to the IRA. Even by the blood-soaked standards of the brutal IRA campaign, the Kingsmill massacre stands out as a particularly evil act. There are some in this House who maintain that there is no alternative to such slaughter. No alternative to ordering men off their work van on the side of a dark, rain-swept road as they tried to return home to their families. No alternative to picking out the Protestants in that group and telling the lone Roman Catholic worker to get away from the scene. No alternative to fire over 130 rounds in less than a minute into the backs of 10 men. No alternative to saying, "Finish them off," before a murderer fired another burst into the heap of bodies which lay on the ground. It is worth noting that not only do the IRA continue to maintain the fiction that they weren't involved in the murders. At the time, the IRA issued a statement which claimed the Irish Republican Army has never initiated sectarian killings, and sectarianism of any kind is abhorrent to Republican movement. Before going on to clinically add, if the loyalist elements responsible for over 300 sectarian assassinations in the past 4 years stop such killings now, then the question of retaliation from whatever source will not rise. Members, I have no problem in saying that the brutal murders by loyalists were wrong. The lead party in this House, which continues to be overseen by the IRA Army Council, cannot say the same about the IRA murders. It will only condemn Kingsmill today because of the fiction that it was not an IRA massacre. To call for the police ombudsman to release their findings while maintaining such a position is utter hypocrisy. Let us not forget either that the party to my left is happy to have Barry McElduff not only as a councillor but as chairperson of Fermanagh and Omagh Council in 2022-23 after a sickening mockery of the massacre and its anniversary in 2018. It is long past time that the police ombudsman released this report. The sole survivor of the atrocity deserves nothing less, even if it won't get any truth or justice from this House. Alan Black is on record as saying of his workmates so callously murdered that day, "They are crying out from the grave, and I hear them." When I reflected on that, I recalled how Scripture records that not only does Alan Black hear that cry, but it is heard in the presence of the Almighty. Revelation 6 records the cry of the martyrs and reads, "How long, O Lord, holy and true, dost thou not judge and avenge our blood on them that dwell on the earth?" There will come a day of accountability for Kingsmill. It is shameful that this House, which claims to administer justice, is quite prepared to turn a blind eye to the continuing role of an organisation responsible in overseeing the lead party of this government.